Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, getting at you guys with another Why Run podcast live and up on panel. We got your favorite. Just
Boo.
right.
Boo-hoo.
Nah, he knows better. He knows better.
But they don't.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
You know what? I really hope that this doesn't interfere with my mic because I'm closer to it.
Nah. It keeps turning. You should be fine. It'll be a little blowy, but it's good. You're still fine.
Did you say blow me?
No, I said but that was my name. But no. I said it'll be a little blowy.
A little blowy.
Yeah. Good.
I think I can handle that. Wait, just give me a second. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just sat here like I don't normally sit like this. Yeah, I'm like weird right now.
You are? Or
Yeah, a
just
little
everything?
bit. Hmm?
I said you or everything?
No, me. Like I feel like everything is good and fine, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like this after like working.
Hmm.
After doing something that I don't initially want to do. So I'm just like I don't know why I feel like I gotta bring it back to me.
Oh.
But today we did go out and do Amazon, and I'm very very fucking thankful.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them why?
Oh no, it's getting blowy outside too. Um well, of course, after working yesterday, you went up 3 flights of stairs. Today you were sore. You you didn't want to wake up this morning, even though you slept all night, and you were just tired. And you were like, "Oh, I hope today's an easy day." Which you said you prayed about it, right?
I did.
You prayed for an easy day,
Yes.
and then we got there, and it was a easy day,
Yeah,
and
it was, and I
the
was
route
surprised.
didn't give us too many issues. Maybe one place was kind of weird, but
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even. But
Well, you know what? I feel like you're skipping a lot of stuff.
not
Yeah. Because,
when it comes
okay,
to
well,
work. No, it was
yeah.
literally 11 packages.
Well, I
So
wanted to say or add that I was praying to our children for an easy route today. Cause yeah, I woke up and I was just like, I don't feel like I want to cancel, but I just want to make Rob proud of me, and I think he doesn't really understand that because he thinks that I don't owe him anything. But it's just like you want your partner to be proud of you for like keeping going or like keeping your word or so for me it was kind of like I think I let him down too many times. And of course we're not going to get into it, but like I just feel like I let him down a lot. And it's just I need to do what I say I'm gonna do. And I know I've always said that on the Y run in the past. Like no one can step to me, talk shit to me about about what I'm doing, or like no one can come to my face and be like, "Oh, you said you were gonna do this and you never did it." And for me, it's like I know I be saying shit and like I don't want to be doing it. So it's not necessarily like I'm saying stuff and like not doing it, but like when it comes to me, I back out a lot. When it's doing things for myself and the things that I need to do for myself, my own responsibilities, I back out all the time. But catering to other people like my husband, like I do. Well, I think I do. I don't know about you, but like when I say I'm gonna do something for you, or like like I cater
yeah,
to you a lot, like that really ultimately makes me happy.
yeah,
But like when I don't do things for myself, I think you think that's a form of like being down on myself. And I don't feel that way, but like for me it's like to prove to him that I'm gonna do things for myself. I'm gonna do it and not cancel. Even though I'd love to cancel, but but I don't know if you want to say anything about that before I continue.
Well, first of all, I wasn't gonna mention who you pray to because these
Yeah,
people don't deserve to know. Well, they know, but they don't need to know who you pray to. So
yeah.
I wasn't gonna say that, but since you said it, thank you,
Well, I
Kicks.
wanted to say that only because like it was just so cute how
Yeah,
like I was walking up and I seen them.
they they chose your cart,
Yeah,
which
they had it already picked out for me when I got to the station. I was walking up with an empty cart to replace the cart that I'm gonna take off with that had the packages in the cart, and like I could hear them giggling and screaming in
yeah,
inside the warehouse. And when I was walking up, because as soon as I clocked in, it sometimes it doesn't show you your cart right away, so I thought I had to wait. But as soon as I clocked in and I refreshed the app, it said, okay, your cart number is 315. I remember. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh my god, please don't be like too much, because it was $102.50 block. So that's 5 hours of work, right? And I'm already
yeah.
dreading the 5 hours, and I haven't even started yet. But and when I seen that, I was like, oh my god, like I just don't want it to be like packed and like filled to the brim. But like I was walking as I was walking down the thing, I could hear our children giggling and laughing and screaming. And when I got near the thing, it was so cute because like some of them were sitting like in the car, and then they were like sitting on the rim of the cart and swinging their little leggies. And I was like, "Are you serious?" Like as I got closer, I was like, "Are you serious?" And then when I got to where the numbers were at, it said 315. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, you guys are the greatest, because when I looked in the cart, there was very minimal packages. And I said, this can't be fucking real. And then so I scanned the barcode, and it said I only had 11 stops, 11 packages. I said, are you fucking kidding? Because, and it was taking us back to
Towards home.
towards home, yes. And so I was like, this is unreal. And then I was like, and at that point I was like, man, if they're heavy packages, I kind of don't care, just as long as I'm not taking it up flights of stairs. But man, like I was just shocked, and I was, the kids were all laughing and giggling, and just proud of themselves because they feel and see how happy and relieved I was.
Yeah.
And then when I came out, um Rob thought that I was another woman or
Oh, dun
whatever.
dun dun.
Oh my gosh. I was like, are
Divorce
you
court.
kidding me?
Yeah, the person next to us. Well, first of all, I thought I said all those things, but I guess I didn't go into
Didn't,
the I
didn't.
didn't go into detail
Mm.
about everything, but I basically said the same thing. But yeah, the lady that was parked next to us, when I saw her walking up with a cart, she looked like you. She had her hair back, she had glasses on, and the vest on. And I don't know, I just quickly looked and I saw her, and then I thought it was you. I turned the car off, and then when I came around, I was like, "Where'd she go?" And then I saw the lady, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then so I just pretend. Well, I didn't pretend. I actually went and I got the bags and I brought them on this side. So then and then I kind of waited. I was like, "Should I turn the car back on?" Because it was pretty fucking hot. But I was like, "No, it's fine." And then that's when I saw you coming out, and I was like, "What the hell?" Because I saw the cart, and I was like, "That can't
That's
be."
it.
And then she's like,
Right?
"Babe, we only got 11 packages." I'm like, "No way." But
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, it was.
As far as you disappointing me and all that stuff that you said earlier, I think I don't get disappointed when when I get some type of way about you canceling and stuff. It's not because oh you said you were gonna go do it and you should go do it. It's because like I said, you go into this cycle of oh I gotta work. You book things, then you cancel it, and then you stress about, oh, I shouldn't have canceled it. I should have kept going,
Yeah, I do
and
do
you
that.
do
I
that
do.
over and over, which makes you sick. And you had already woken up and was throwing up, and I was like, I still didn't feel any type of way because yesterday you did go upstairs and all this stuff, and all that other shit that's been going on. So I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna feel anything. You did work yesterday, so if you wanted to go out today and do deliveries or do something else, then we could do whatever you want. So I wasn't disappointed or anything. When you said you didn't want to go, I think I said, "Oh, if you want to cancel, we can." And you were like, "No,
I was like, no, I don't believe
I have to prove it to you." No, you didn't say I have to prove it to you. You said something like, I have to do something."
Yeah, um, well, I told you in the car in the middle of our shift that I was like, I need to change. I need to do better.
No,
So it's not 100% like I gotta please you and make you happy. Like because I know I wouldn't be true to myself.
no,
You are a part of it. I mean, it's not just you, but it's like my parents. Like, like if I tell my parents, like, oh, I feel sick or whatever, and it does sometimes come out as an excuse because I mean, let's face it, I don't want to do it, but if I come out and say like, oh, I feel sick or I just don't feel well, I'm sore, I'm hurting, then for them, they're very sympathetic. Like they will be like, oh, just don't go. Like it's okay. You can just work around here. And then I do feel like, oh, I got
mm-hmm.
I got them to
Approve.
like I got their approval, But there are times when my dad would be like don't be like don't be lazy, like be happy doing what you're doing, be happy that you have a vehicle and you can work and be in your own like you're in your own world, just go out there, say hello to the people, feed the people, and be happy doing it because people get happy when they're gonna eat. And see, but that's Hopi logic. Like that's Hopi,
No,
and the way my dad tells me, it does feel good. It does rejuvenate me and be like, yeah, you are right. Like I should go out there and do it. Why not? And it's like I hang on to what he says, I hang on to what my mother says, and then I hang on to what you say. Especially when you say stuff like how hard I've had it, like whether it be a gate code or stairs or whatever. Even when you're not with me in person, but you're on the phone with me, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just finally done. And you could feel my energy, but
no,
you do bring me back down when you say things like, "Well, I'm proud of you, babe, and I'm glad that you did it." Because now you wouldn't have to stress about like funds or whatever.
no,
um that's why I do feel like I owe you that. I want to show you that I can just do it and be okay doing it. Like I'm
no.
not just pissed off all the time. So like I know anger is a part of my abilities, but it's like I don't need to be that right now. I need to do what I need to do.
Sorry, my throat is scratchy.
You wanna sip?
That's fine. I drank some of that, but just happened.
Alright.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But it seems weird for me to be like, oh, it was an easy route. I wasn't doing shit. I was doing the same thing I always do. Whether it's
Yeah,
40
which is
packages or.
numbering and then organizing the packages because sometimes it gets overwhelming for me because sometimes like I'm just like, oh, I don't want any heavy packages. Oh, like I just don't want too many envelopes or I don't want too many boxes. And then it's like, oh, I have to organize them. And at that, see, like all of that is already overwhelming, and I haven't even left the Amazon lot.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, thank you, babe, for doing that for me. That's just like, two, three things that I don't need to do other than just scan it and hand it to you and you number them.
Yeah.
Like I do appreciate that. That you're a lot of help.
Well,
You
you're
are,
welcome,
babe.
man.
Even you just digging into the bag and just pulling it out and having me scan it. And yeah, I'm running up and down stairs, but like there's just times where like I gotta fumble around and look for the different bags and like, oh shit, what did I do with it? Or like it's just you make things easy for me. It is a lot of help.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But yes.
Yeah, but I was happy with it. We were done hella freaking early. And
Yeah.
the thing that I was trying to find out is they said that, oh, once you complete your block, you'll get paid. And I didn't get paid, but I'm thinking maybe they meant the hours of the block. So they said that our block ends at 6 o'clock, and it's not 6 o'clock yet. So I'm just,
Yeah.
it's just a new thing that they had this out for about a month,
Yeah.
but I checked the last time that it did Amazon was in July. So all of since July, I haven't done any blocks.
Yeah.
So and this instant payout is new. So yeah, I'm kind of checking things out right now. So I'm just waiting until after 6 o'clock to see if they'll drop my funds.
It's my money. I need to know. Remember that commercial? Yeah, I hope so. Don't
Yeah,
fuck with all these money.
yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, and this morning I was losing my fucking voice, and last night I was yodeling.
And today, right now, you're fine.
I kind of
Kinda.
feel it starting to go out a little bit. Like I feel like I have to talk a little harder.
That's what she said.
Man, my
Actually, it
voice was
didn't.
cracking yesterday, last
It
night. It
didn't
was
fit
really
there.
bad, and I was like, I need to shut the hell up and just go to sleep.
Yeah, you were like, it sounds like I'm yodeling. I'm like, that's fine. Keep talking.
Yeah, cause yeah, you know what I'm gonna
I
say.
know what you're gonna say. That's what I'm already
Fucking Kirstie Alley, that
shaking my head.
man, she's just man, she looks like a chain smoker, yo. Her face, her hair, and how her chest be looking all red and shit. Yeah, you ever know that? Like, that's just
No.
me. I pay attention to all the negative shit, but yeah, like I'm just like, I don't sound nothing like that. And he's like, keep talking, keep talking. I'm like, no, I don't want to turn you on sounding like her.
No, I
Yeah.
told you it wasn't because of her.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're done early, and then we went to go get what an oil change. I
Yeah,
didn't
we
tell you
did.
this. What?
What? No,
You
you're
look at
just
me like
like,
I didn't tell you this, but yesterday, do you remember when it was that I asked you if the car was running weird? Was that yesterday or the
yeah,
day
that was
before?
yesterday.
Was it yesterday or
It
the
was
day before?
yesterday, last night.
Okay, well
Because
the
you
day
were getting
before.
paranoid, and I was like, are you alright?
Well, the day before, I
You didn't
thought,
notice it the day
yeah,
before? And then you said something yesterday.
yeah.
Why didn't you say something the other
I don't
day?
know. I don't know
I
why I
guess you
didn't
just wanted
say.
to be sure or something.
No, well, first I think what?
No,
Don't
I was
freak
looking
me
at the
out.
levels.
Don't freak me out. I'm already seeing shit in your parents' room.
Mm-mm.
I thought I saw something, but
Right now?
um, yeah.
No. Mm.
What was I saying? No, so the day before, I kind of felt like if it kind of sputtered a little bit. We're. I don't think it was the day before. Maybe it was yesterday during the day when we went out to do deliveries. Cause I know we were kind of far, and I was like, "Fuck! What if we were to get stranded out here?"
Oh, you
So
were
it was,
thinking that and
yeah.
you didn't say it?
No, I didn't say
Damn.
it to you, but I did pray about it.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't just ignore it. I did pray, and then I was thinking like, "Oh, well, at least your parents are here, so if anything happens, we could call them." So then, everything was fine up until last night. I felt it again, and I was like, okay, the car's running weird. I don't know. And then, was it last night when they notified you that we needed an oil change, or
Yeah.
was that until today?
No, that was last night. That was yesterday because I was like, oh, we need an oil change because you said it before the thing dinged and told us change oil.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah. So, but I had already felt it. I thought it was the day before, but I guess it was yesterday when we were out over there. But yeah, I was like, man, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
don't say that because you remind me of someone that says that a lot.
For real.
I love him dearly, but it makes me sad that he thinks that way, and I don't want you to say that
Mm.
because then I start believing it, and then once I fall into that shit, and it's hard to get myself back out sometimes.
Mm.
But yeah, we did an oil change today, and it was weird inside that Walmart. Yeah, like it was just. I used to work at this Walmart, and like they're remodeling, but like the way they have these aisles set up, like you just get turned around.
Yeah.
Like it was so weird, and
Well,
it was
first,
stuffy.
yeah, I was gonna say that lately I don't know what's going on with my legs, my hips don't lie. Damn it, they've been lying to me though, cause my hips seem to like lock up, and then my legs kind of feel like they're
I
gonna
think I'm
lock up.
strangling you too hard, baby.
Well, don't stop. It'll fix
Oh
it. But
no.
I
Mhm.
just feel like my hips get tight, and then it's like I can't walk anymore. And when we first started, where the hell did we go yesterday? Yesterday, oh, because we got off at the casino to go eat. Remember
Mm.
when we were walking, and I was like, "What the hell is wrong with my legs? They don't want to move." But today, when we first went into the Walmart, I felt fine. Everything was good. And then we started walking a little bit more, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" I felt that same feeling. And then after that, I started feeling like the stuffiness. I started feeling turned around. I was like, I'm pretty good with like not the I guess directions like
Like navigating your.
yeah, like north, south, east, west. Where did we come in through? Where do we have to go back? And at some point when we were walking back, I was like, oh shit, I feel like I'm walking in circles. Where are we going? And you're like, oh, that way.
Yeah, yeah, you
And
did. Because you were about to walk a different way, and I
yeah,
was just like, no, it's this way.
yeah. And then towards like the car area, that's where the maze started for me.
Right.
That's when I first noticed.
It
Oh shit, it
felt so
feels
compacted right there.
like a maze and shit.
Yeah.
You were talking, you were telling me that you were thinking or feeling the same things, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and you thought it was because of that I used to work there, and I was like, no, it's not that. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I've shopped there, you know, all the
Oh,
years
since
after, yeah, since I worked there. But no, it wasn't that. It was just how. And then I told you, I said it feels like I'm walking through someone else's dirty fucking
mental
mind. Yeah, like somebody's
illness or some shit.
like who said it was okay to put these aisles here, you know? And I'm like I know to some people like they don't understand, but let me explain real quick. When I was in Alabama, I went into this hospital, and this hospital was so weird. And there was a part of the hospital where it was a long fucking hallway, long hallway. There was no doors on either side, and it went all the way down. And then it you made like a left turn, like an elbow, and
Mm-hmm.
so and then when you turn around that corner, another long hallway, no doors on either side. And you want to know what was at the end of that hallway?
Mm,
A drinking fountain,
what the
one drinking
fuck?
fountain. And when the further I got, the more suffocated I felt. And when you look up, there are air ducts, like you could, but
Yeah,
it just felt like it was just getting harder and harder to
like dense.
walk down that all these hallways.
Yeah.
And it was so weird because when you're walking back, you just totally forgot where the entrance was,
Mm-hmm.
or where the gift shop was, and you just passed it. There was nothing else. Like it just fucked with your mind. and
Yeah.
and another thing is that sometimes when like if you're hunting something in the forest, like if you're just whatever, camping, like you know that you're walking straight, and then you could do a simple turnaround, and you're just like lost. Like I'm
Yeah.
and it don't even dawn on you that you only walk straight. But when you turn back around from where you just came from, like you're just like you feel like you did this.
Yeah.
And that's the same feeling that I had. But my dad said that when or if you ever feel like that, is because that's what horns do to you. Like you know how people they imitate, like they put horns in there. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
they walk around all stupid like that. My dad said never do that because that's like the forest is doing that to you because you're fucking with, with antlers, like you're putting
No.
antlers on your head.
Didn't you
So
say yesterday you were Max with that one antler?
that was what?
Max?
Oh
Max?
shit, yeah. From the Grinch,
Yeah.
I was Max. I was like, oh, with my one little horn.
Yeah. See?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's how I felt. Are you okay?
No, my
Oh
fucking
no.
hip and my knee hurt. If you're out there and you're fucking with this
You
voodoo
wanna lay on
doll.
the floor? You want me to get
Like that
want me to
one
get my yoga
podcast.
mat?
Like that one podcast you found with
Oh
the
yeah, they
cup
were
you
laying
did.
on the floor doing a podcast, and I was like, wait, what? We could totally do that, baby. I just
Mm.
wouldn't be able to hear you
Then I'm gonna fall asleep and you're gonna
because
be
you
like,
know what?
what?
You can plug headphones
Nothing.
into that adapter thing, and I could hear you talking. But if I were talking over here, you wouldn't hear me because you don't have headphones. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Eh? I'm right next to you.
I say yes, it makes sense.
Yeah, but
Should I hold the mic here then and talk louder for you? Because I feel like when I talk louder for you, then
no,
I
no, no,
sound
no,
like I'm really
no, because
loud for
I
them.
could hear you on the headphones.
Uh huh. No, I'm
But
talking right now.
well, it's too far.
No, I'm saying right now,
What?
without you getting up.
What?
Should I talk louder?
Oh, yes.
Hey,
God, this
Hamilton.
misunderstanding. Oh
But
my
yes,
God.
we went to get an oil change. We got fucked up at the Walmart, and then the cashier started off the conversation. If you listen to yesterday's podcast, you hear about starting at 100%.
Yes, check it
We
out.
honestly, I think it started when she first called us because she was like, "Hey, like she was mumbling what the fuck she was saying. We were like, way the fuck over there. How are we gonna hear what she said? I think all I heard was her say, "Are you waiting for?" And then that was it. I couldn't
Yeah,
hear it. So it
the
sounded like she went, "Are you waiting for?" And then started whispering and
I
shit.
just heard her say my vehicle,
Um, I
and
don't
she
know.
was like, "Are you guys the ones with the Impala?" Then I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Be right there."
Yeah,
And
and
then I
then
was worried about you and your legs, and I was like, "Babe, sit down."
yeah, well, I was
And
sitting
you were
down.
like, "Nah."
I was sitting down.
You sat down?
Yes,
Oh shit! I didn't even see you sit down. What?
yes, I was
What the
sitting down,
hell,
and then
dude? So I'm telling you, like, man, I don't know what the fuck. It's either me, legit, or it's the store.
no, I think it was a story.
I don't recall you sitting down.
Yeah, I sat down, and then that's when she was like, "Are you guys?" And I couldn't hear the rest. You said yeah, and then we walked over to her,
You know
and
what's
then
strange? I don't remember walking up to the cashier from where I was standing, right by those shelves, right in those containers.
uh,
I remember standing right there, but I don't recall walking.
I do
I
because it was
remember
painful.
walking to you, but like from there to the cashier.
I don't know. I
Oh
didn't
my
know.
god, I don't know.
But yeah, we got there and she's like, man, 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 man. I don't know what she said. I don't remember what she said. Well, I don't know if I even heard what she
Man,
was saying. But she was giving us not the attitude of like, I don't want
silent
to,
treatment. Man,
kind of like we
oh,
were supposed to guess what the fuck she wanted to like say or something. Oh, I think it started when you told her we were going to pay separate the card from the stuff that we had.
yeah,
And then she was kind of like, she didn't say, oh, okay, that's fine or
yeah. She
nothing.
just
She just
she didn't
looked
say
at us.
nothing, and I was just like, man, bitch.
And then I could feel you. I was like,
Yeah,
hopefully they don't get into it. And then I
I
was
was
just
like,
looking at
bitch,
this lady
you
like,
done tied your
what's
hair,
wrong with
your
you?
high ass ponytail up there too damn tight.
Yeah. And then you guys were trying to do something, the transaction. I kept staring at her, and I don't know why, but I was just staring at her face. And then when she made eye contact with me, she did like a
Like she
slight,
snapped out of it or
like she did
something.
a small double take, and then she started talking to us, and like
Yeah. Like
too friendly.
she switched up because
Oh
I'm looking
yeah,
at
she
her like,
did.
oh, okay, because remember people, I'm at 100 when I meet you, and like she didn't say anything to us, and I was just like, okay, well, and something was going on with my card, and then on the third try, like she still didn't say anything until like it went through, and then she was like, oh, third time's the charm,
But she had
like just
already seen me. Like she had already made eye contact with me. And then that's when she was like, "Oh, third time's the charm," and we are
I
like,
wasn't even
"Right?"
looking at her.
I did
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
that.
Yeah, I was
We
gonna say like I don't have that.
But she did this weird double take though. It wasn't like love at first sight.
Like,
It
oh
wasn't
shit, you're
that.
fine and sexy.
No, it
Oh
wasn't that.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
just some weird like
Hmm.
something,
Yeah.
and and I was like, yes.
Yeah,
I'm just standing there
her
all dumb
attitude
and shit.
switched. Like, cause
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, you do have a personality. So my 100 went down to like maybe like a 30, and then when she snapped out of it, I was like, okay, bitch, like you're back up here at 80, eighty
Yeah.
percent, you know. And she was talking to us, and she was like, oh, this notebook is really cool. I bought Rob a notebook, fucking
Yes,
sick
he
as
did.
hell. You know what? I should have took a picture and we would put it on the screen.
Yeah.
But it's a sick ass notebook, and she was just like, "Oh, I really like this," and I was like, "Yeah, isn't it great?" And then, so like her percentage rate with me was going up. So
Yeah.
when we left, she was back at 100 because she was just like, "Oh, you guys drive safe,"
Yeah.
and we were still wearing our Amazon vest, so I'm pretty sure she thought like we was gonna go out and like work or whatever. But yeah, like she was just, "Oh, you guys be safe," and like, "Oh, we will, thank you," and I was just like, "Okay,
Complete
like
turnaround
that
to
was
how
a
she
close one
started.
for her."
Yeah. That was a quick turnaround too, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And see shit like that, I really don't trip about. Like I wasn't gonna give her an attitude or anything. My attitude doesn't change when people treat me that way. It was just like I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know why I was staring at her, but I was feeling how she. Oh, I think she said something about the machine has started acting up since they
Since
started what was she saying?
the remodeling.
The remodeling.
Yeah.
So I was feeling that off of her. Like she was fed up with work, she was fed up with home,
And
she
fed up
was
with the
just fed
machine.
up with the machines and just
Right.
like
Okay.
having a bad day, a bad week, or whatever the fuck. But I felt, and that's what I told you when we got in the car. I was like, see, it's not our fault that she's having a bad day or anyone is having a bad day. It's not. I wouldn't when I was working retail or out in the public. I never gave anyone attitude depending on my day, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand why people do that, especially if they work in the public. Like with people, you shouldn't do
Mm-hmm.
that. You
Right.
should be able to control your emotions and not bring your troubles to
You
work.
know what I would, I can't say it on the cast because I feel like people are just gonna take it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's mute our mic real quick because I
Okay.
really want to tell you. Hold
Okay.
on, everyone.
We're back.
No.
We're back.
Huh? What? Did you? Okay, oh, I guess we're back. But my mic died. That's why I'm like, what? Where you going, sir?
Oh, you said it.
Do you want this one and then I can hook up this other one? Yeah. Okay. I can still hear you on the thing.
Sure.
So you can talk graciously to the people while I do that.
The people can't hear you. She
Uh,
just said for me to talk to you guys. She's like, what?
I totally blanked out.
I know. So yes, that happened at Walmart. This lady was kind of giving us the cold shoulder, but then she warmed up and she was better. And then, but I do feel like I don't want to say that that I did something on purpose to change her. I was just like I said, I don't know why I was staring at her, but I felt like I was feeling her energy. And then when she switched up, I was like, "See, was that so hard? Fuck!" And then we left. And then the highlight of the day for me was that we went to Carl's Jr. and I had like the most expensive freaking burger. I don't know. I love that burger, but it's getting ridiculous. I don't even know what the fucking price was, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, yeah, this is way too much. Because um anyways, I was gonna say something dumb, like super dumb. But no, I don't wanna be dumb. Oh, you can hear me now? All right, cool. And anyway, so we had that, and then we ordered some um, what are those called? Baby, help me. Onion rings. There you go, onion rings, and they were delicious, and they were pretty cheap too. I didn't think that they were that cheap. Well, okay, they weren't cheap, but I thought that they were gonna be like $6 for what a large order of them, but it wasn't. It was like half price, so that was good. And then we drove home, which also wasn't a long drive because we were already kind of in the city. So it was a good afternoon. And then we got home and we got to work, which it was kind of bothering me that I didn't do that yesterday. I should have done it yesterday, had it done, but I did it today. So I'm just waiting for them to dry, which I'm pretty sure they're dry now. And here we are. Oh, but fun fact, or okay, not fun fact. Had It's not a fun fact, but I didn't want to tell you, babe, that I fucked up my knee when I was out there.
Babe,
I know.
no, say something.
Well, that's why I took the pills.
Baby.
But yeah, I fucked up my knee. This time for real. That's why I'm like, ow, ow.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I rub you down with the CBD.
that's what she said. What
Stop
CBD?
it.
Oh, you heard me? Oh
Yes,
shit.
I did.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What CBD? We don't have CBD.
I have CBD. It's just the topical cream.
Okay. But yes, that was my highlights. Carl's Jr. It was delicious. But yes, can you talk now or no?
Give
You're
me a second.
you're not set up yet.
Almost.
She's not fully set up yet, so be patient, people. How was your day? Leave it in the comments. Tell me about your day. I've been cutting. I've been clipping the shows that we were doing, and I'm starting to post highlights on social media. And this guy that I used to be, well, I'm still friends with, but I thought we were closer. Anyway, long story short, he left a comment. He's like, "Damn, this is the most on these clips is the most that I've ever even heard you talk." And I was just like, "Yeah, yeah, I know why." Well, when we were on that app and shit, there was too many people trying to talk all at the same time, not really talking about anything. So it's kind of hard to have a conversation with someone or multiple people. That's part of the reason why I don't talk that much.
Okay, I think I have mine on now.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. Yeah, I don't know how all this stuff works. You need to teach me, cause you're like, I'll put on my headphones over there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I got you, babe. I'll teach you everything.
Okay.
Yes. Can you believe it? We're like 39 minutes in.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes, it is.
It'll be a short show.
You think so?
I have nothing else to talk about.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you know what? I didn't. You can hear me, right? Because I don't want to feel like I'm shouting at you.
No, yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, he has no ear cheese.
I have bionic ears.
Yeah, he does.
Satellite ears.
I have to wear cups on my ears to hear it. But today's episode is called Self-Harm Plus Value Yourself.
Ooh.
Does that hit a few things for you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about what
Give me an idea of what you thought, because to me,
Yeah.
that's the first part. Especially sounds like
self-harm?
that sounds like my worst enemy. Like I am my own worst enemy. I know that.
Well,
But
it's part of it. It's part of it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well,
Teach me.
you can
Tell
go
me.
ahead and did you want to speak yours
No,
first?
you tell me first, because that way I get context of what you're thinking.
Yes, babe.
I need deodorant. I smell like a man.
Sexy. Okay. Well, I've been kind of like feeling this. Hold on just a second. I need to. Okay, here we go. So last night I was kind of feeling um, like I just get in those moments where I start thinking about my past, and there is nothing that I miss about my past other than the person that I used to be. But that's a whole different episode. But of course I started to think about like the abuses that I have endured in past relationships or whatever. And I just felt like that was something that was um like it was very strong last night. And I think that was part of what you and I were feeling, because Rob and I were laying in bed and I'm just like, I feel weird. And he's like, so do I, right? Like,
Yeah, all day. Well, you told me that it was because I was fully open, like energetically, and I was seeing and feeling things. So I thought it was just me. I didn't know that you were feeling some type of way about
yeah, I
anything.
was. I was. But you know, I didn't know what it was, but like just where my mind was at, it was just kind of like I don't know why my own mind went there with you know, like previous bullshit. And I kind of felt like maybe my mind is taking it back because I'm just realizing how happy I am, and like how perfect that I think we are, or how perfect that I know us to be. It is true, it's real. There's nothing fake about it. You know,
Hmm.
like we're very truthful with each other. And so that's where I gather that that's where it's like um comparing how happy I am, you know, against the other negative side, right? And me personally, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, because a lot of people, they'd be like, "Oh, you just wish that you was back there. You wish that you was abused again, or maybe that felt good to you." No, but because these feelings were so strong, I actually went to Twitter, and you know, I was just kind of scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I came across this tweet. And maybe I'll bookmark it and then I'll drop it in a comment, or I'll drop it in the description. That way you guys can check it out and see what else everybody is talking about. But this person said, to be honest, relationships with men are starting to seem like self-harm at this point. And you know, of course, I go kind of deep, right? Like I go scrolling, and I came across this one. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. You disrespect yourself when you rekindle a relationship that humiliated you. What do you think about
Facts.
that, baby?
That's facts. Yes, it's very much true. I don't think there's anything wrong with reminiscing to for you to realize where you are versus where you were. I don't think there's anything wrong with thinking about the past or your exes or whatever to compare where you are now. I also don't think it's not wrong for you to compare your current relationship to your past relationships when it comes to, am I feeling the same way that I felt before? Am I being
Mm-hmm.
treated the same way that was treated before? And are the red flags still the same? And is it them or is it me? But as far as like people saying, "Oh, well, you wish you were back there" and all that stuff, That's not true. I don't agree with that. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
you just compare it to tell yourself or show yourself like that's not where we are anymore. We're growing, we're different. And about the tweets that you said, I think what was the first one that you read?
The first one that I read was, to be honest, relationships with men are starting to seem like self harm at this point.
I don't think relationships with men are feeling that way. I think it's a relationship with the man that you're choosing,
Mm-hmm. True that.
because we talked about yesterday how it feels real. And I think nowadays people jump into relationships thinking it's perfect, or they're twin flames, or they're soulmates, or whatever. Like that's what everybody's talking about. It all feels too good and it all feels too real. And then 2 3 months into it, you realize that the person or the fairy tale that you were telling yourself isn't true. So then you're the one that's choosing these people. That's why I'm saying, like, take it easy. Don't rush into things. And yes, I know how hypocritical that sounds, because I'm married and I married within what 5 months, but it's fine. I'm stronger than you. It's okay. But take your time, get to know them and all that stuff. But no, it's not all men. It's the men that she's choosing. That's
Mm-hmm.
the first one.
True.
And then the second one, what was the second one that you read?
The second one is, you disrespect yourself when you rekindle a relationship that humiliated you.
Yes, I completely agree with that
Yes,
one.
I do too.
You should never, ever, ever, ever go back to a relationship with a person that was abusing you or humiliating you, belittling you, any of those things. Even if you miss the person, don't ever feel like that person changed. Even if they come back to you and they're like, "Oh, I really changed and I love you and I realized I made a mistake and give me another try," because I feel like when they do that, especially if you've been broken up for a little bit more than a month, and then they come back, that's just because they miss getting away with the shit that they used to do to you.
Fuck yeah.
They haven't found someone else that they can do the same things that's gonna put up with that shit. So of course they're gonna want to be with you because you put up with that shit, and they want to also see if you're still in that place. If you really truly in your heart feel like they've changed and you do still miss them, you do still love them, and you feel like you can put up with the shit that they used to do to you before, then okay, give them a chance. I would say no, but again, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But as soon as it starts feeling like it felt before, or you start seeing the same red flags, get the fuck out, because they're not gonna change. They haven't changed, and yeah, you are doing it to yourself at that point.
Yes. Yeah, that just, yeah, like both of these, it is like self harm when you know that it's bad, and you know how the other person made you feel, like, and then you go back, and then you try, and you're just tired, and in the process you are humiliating yourself alongside them humiliating you. And it's just like, fuck, like, yeah, like, I don't know why that just got to me last night. And scrolling on Twitter, I was just kind of like, well, there it is, and I gotta give credit to these people. Like, these people, they actually have brains, right? And they literally say the exact thing that you're feeling. So it's like, okay, these people really know what it's like to be hurt. Like, they're really good at analyzing what the hell is going on. And so it does make me feel like there is hope in the world for people to change and be better, and to not keep themselves trapped in this shit. But before I move on, did you want to briefly talk? Because these are like modern topics, right? And I know we're trying to include spirituality, at least a little bit of spirituality, into our episodes. But You did mention people trying to portray that they're holy and things like that, but yet they're talking about their OnlyFans. So I don't know if you want to talk about it in this episode or.
Well, first, when you first mentioned self harm, to me that means something different
Oh,
because
okay.
I came from and I participated in this era or generation or whatever where self harm was actual self harm. Like you would, I don't know if I could say that on here though. But you know what I mean, right? Physical
Like,
self harm.
yeah,
Okay.
like taking a blade to yourself or
Yeah.
something.
Well,
Okay.
I wasn't gonna say it because I didn't want to be the one.
Right, right.
But since you said it, yes, that I've done
Mm-hmm.
it. I understand why people do it. I haven't done it in a long time. Have I felt sometimes that I need to do it? Maybe. Or that I want to do it? Maybe. But
I
I
have a
haven't done it.
question.
Yeah.
Do you do it because, or not you doing it
Uh
now?
huh.
Okay, I have to correct that because people are gonna be like, oh, did she just, you know,
Out him?
yeah, like,
No.
yeah, no, he does not cut himself. But
Anymore.
yeah, anymore. But when you did do it, did you do it to feel something? Because you know how some people, they go out into the world numb as fuck.
Yeah.
They don't feel anything. And it's hard for them to feel or sympathize or have empathy, right?
Yeah.
So did you do that then for that reason?
Well, I I didn't learn this from anyone. I didn't see it in movies. I didn't pick it up from anywhere. I needed a release. I needed something to help me feel because again, and I don't know if you guys are new here or whatever, but I'm not good with expressing my feelings. I Up until now, I've always bottled them up, and I was not only was I doing it to myself, but I was told you don't share your feelings. So, and I wasn't journaling, I wasn't meditating. There was no escape for me. There was no outlet for me. I was like, again, I never spoke to anybody about what I was feeling. So when I first did it, and I think it wasn't even that I did it to myself. I think it was I I have a lot of scars, first of all, from being a kid and being dumb and being clumsy and just being a kid and being outside. You get hurt sometimes, and I have these scrapes on my knee, and it was almost that release that I needed. And again, it was an accident. I fell down and I scraped my knee and I started bleeding, and I was like, oh shit! Like I feel better, not just. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain, but I felt that release, and I was like, oh, okay. So then one day I did think, like, okay, if that helped me that day, why can't I do it now? Like, why do I have to wait for accident, or why do I have to fall and accidentally cut myself when I could just do it to myself? So when I did it, I did feel that relief, that release of feelings, because to me, emotional and psychological pain is always going to be worse than physical pain. I can tolerate a lot of physical pain, but for me, emotional and just I don't know how to explain it, but it was a way to, like, you see it, the B word. Can I say the B word or no? The ketchup, when you see the red stuff.
Yes.
Okay, when you see the ketchup
say
flowing.
say bye lie.
No. Now
they're not
when you
gonna
see the
they're not gonna cancel us for that. But go ahead, baby.
when you see the ketchup spilled and you're like, oh, okay, so I am alive. That takes away the numbness part, because you do feel numb sometimes. When somebody tells you to, like, suppress your feelings, and they say it so much, and then you do it for so long, you do start becoming numb. You do start feeling like there is nothing. So when you see that and you're like, oh shit, like this does hurt. Oh, I do feel something. It takes away that it is a release from that. And then sometimes when you're angry, right, you want to harm someone but you can't. So when you harm yourself, that's the release. that's a relief right there too. So I had those two things, and and I'm not gonna say that I did it all the time or that I'm like full of scars because of it. The times that I did it, I felt good, but then I also have the spiritual part of me that was saying this is wrong. You physically hurting yourself is wrong. So I was kind of confused, but at the same time, I knew that I didn't need to do that in order to feel better. So when you said self harm, that's where my brain went. That's where my mind went to someone physically hurting themselves, which I mean, it is the same thing. Somebody putting themselves in a relationship like that, it is self harm. They are choosing to do it to themselves. And maybe I overspoke, but that's I believe you asked me a question. What was your question? Oh, okay.
You said that I asked you a question.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Um,
I answered it, but I don't know if it was a two
fuck,
part.
I forgot, baby. um, yeah, because yeah, I asked you something and then you went in like, oh, I want to speak on this first.
No, I think you asked me if it was a release, and I said yeah, and then I
Yeah,
explained
okay,
the
got you.
release.
See, for me, and I think I talked about this before, probably like years ago, maybe even months ago, but I had a cat, and her name was Bee, and I called her my killer bee, my honey bee, queen bee. She did something for me that I'm sure is very odd. Maybe not to the people that that did or do stuff like Rob used to do. I never did that to myself, but I think something that was very close was I would allow my cat to do that to me. And being a spiritual person and just I there were times where I didn't know how to release a certain thing, or dispose certain things, or dispose illnesses and sicknesses and things like that from other people. Sometimes I felt like I didn't know how to, and this was like way in the beginning when I really started like taking on clients and patients and stuff. But I relied on my cat. I would fuck with my cat, and you know how cats, like they don't just bite, they scratch. And so when she did that for me, it just felt so good. And it was she, man, like I'm telling you, Killer Bee was always out. You know what I'm saying? Like when I would fuck with her, Killer Bee would come out. She wouldn't be a honey bee anymore. She'd be a killer bee, and she stung, and she really got to me. And if you look at my hands, I do have still the scars that she left, and I treasure them because I miss her, and I really do feel like there were just times when she would just attack me, right? And I know I said that I fuck with her a lot, but there were times where she just went attacking me, and it was always during the times that I was crying to myself a lot. And animals, they're very sensitive to like the spiritual stuff. They're very,
Especially cats.
yeah, they sense what you're going through. They just do that. They that's just in their nature. They can't help it. And I felt like she did that to me every single time that I was feeling my most shittiest. And every time she didn't, I never like got angry with her. Like, you know how some people would be like, oh, fucking stupid cat, and then they would like hit their pets, like, no, you don't do that. Like, I never was that way with her. And I felt like she was disciplining me, at the same time releasing me of the thing.
Yeah.
And so I never self harm myself in those other ways that people do it. But my cat's done that for me, and every time I felt like I needed a release, I would fuck with her and she would tear me up, and I would let her, and I would bleed, and her cuts ran deep. One time her claws got stuck and she tried pulling out her paw and she couldn't, and I was like, holy shit, that shit really fucking hurt, but it felt good because I rather wanted to feel that than to feel a heartache or like a betrayal or whatever, because that shit does hurt hard. It hits hard, and we don't want to admit it, but it does. And Rob said it, and that shit just felt good. It felt good what B was doing for me. And my parents didn't like it because they were like, oh, you're just letting her fuck up your hands and things like that. But it was like, man, like, you don't understand. I need it. And it does almost sound like a drug or an obsession, but it's just like I needed some kind of release. Yes, babe.
And before people are like, "Oh, what the hell? You guys are crazy, self-harming and all that." Everybody does it. Everybody has a way that they release. Now, it might be in a healthier way, like journaling or meditating or praying, but most of us do it in ways that are harming us. Overeating. Sometimes people get addicted to going to
Indulging,
the indulging in
overindulging, yeah.
and stuff. It doesn't even have to be overeating, going to the gym, having some kind of like vice, whether it be alcohol or smoking or whatever. Or for some people, like I don't know if it's still a thing, but I know that when I was growing up, I would see like these guys, right? These guys that don't talk about their feelings, that they would bottle it up. They would go to a bar and pick fights just because they knew that they were gonna get their ass beat, or they knew that they were gonna get in a fight, and it would help them release the anger, the pain, the emotions that they were feeling, because again, they don't talk about their feelings. Again, I don't know if this is still a thing nowadays or not, but I feel like they switched that up for going to the gym. Now people are doing that when they go to the gym, and they overlift, they overdo it with the weights, and they call it like, oh, it's benefiting me, right? Because I'm training. But I feel like there's a lot of people that do it just because it's something to feel, and it's not emotional. It's something physical to feel. But yeah, I hope nobody's taking this like, oh, what the hell? They're fucking weird. They cut themselves. It's not that. We all do it. I'm sure if you sat down and you thought about what you're doing, you do the same thing. It's just a different way. People have different outlets for these
I know
self
you
harming.
probably said this on other casts. I'm sorry to cut you off, but what are you doing now releasing? Because you doing that is pretty extreme. It is extreme because,
Cutting?
like, yeah.
Okay.
But like, what are you doing now that's that intense where you're just like, okay, this works for me in place of this other thing?
Okay. And I'm gonna be completely honest here. I had done that when I was a teen because I was going through a lot of shit, and I'm not talking about like emotion. Well, yeah, it was emotional stuff, but there was a lot of confusion, and no, I'm not talking about my sexuality. Stop it. Um, I wasn't that confused. I'm talking about just other things. I'm sure at some point I'll get into those personal conversations, but when I stopped cutting, it was again, it's not like I'm full of scars. I know that I've seen pictures of people doing like checker checkerboards on their arms with blades or whatever,
Mm.
and designs and stuff like that. It's no different to me than tattoos, and I think that that's what I went to. I went to tattoos. So I started getting tattoos, which that was a form of release, and then also the gym. I started doing that, and then eventually I got to journaling and meditating and praying. So
Mm.
that's what I started doing. But I'm not gonna lie, I did cut again because of not necessarily that I needed an emotional release, but I was emotional and I didn't have anyone to talk to, and my journal was just not enough. So I did cut, and this was in June, no, not June, November, not this November. What year are we in? Holy shit. Okay, so not in 2023, but in 2022, I think.
Mhm.
You and I started talking in January and February of 23, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it was in November of 22. And it was
Mm.
because of that situationship that I was in. Because I was just frustrated with everything that was going on. I felt like I had nothing else, nothing better to do than to release that way. So I did do that.
Mm.
And it kind of did help a little bit, but it didn't feel the same. And I was like, man, that person's not worth this shit. So I went back to meditating. I went back to my journal and just everything that I was doing before. So it was almost like, oh, let me see if this still works, and it didn't. So I don't even think about doing it anymore. I'm not saying that I'm never gonna do it again, or that it doesn't. Like, let's say I accidentally cut myself, and I might have that same feeling of like, oh shit, this feels good, and then that might trigger me thinking like, oh, I should go back to that. But
Oh
I
my
highly doubt
god. I swear to God, I'm gonna knock you out and I'll be like, does this shit feel good?
it. No, because then you're not. Then I'm not doing it to myself.
Yeah, true, and yeah, I would never do that to you, but I would be hurt, and I just hope that you would take that into consideration not
Yeah,
to
I
do
know.
it, you know.
I
But
have
but
other
but
ways.
I do understand though, because I was allowing my cat to do that.
Yeah,
You know, so I understand like you wanting to jolt yourself to feel something else other than what you're feeling.
yeah,
Is it avoidance? No. I don't think it's avoidance when you're looking for something to help release
yeah,
something, cuz I just feel like if you just allow it to build up, bottle up, and then I think like when I don't want to say when it's time to do it or when it's time for you to release in any other way, it might get out of hand.
yeah.
Is
That's
what
what I
I'm
was gonna
saying.
say right now. It's either you're harming yourself or you're harming someone else. Because if you, and I'm talking about like all the other ways that there is to release. Like I said, the gym, sex is a release. Some
It
people use
is.
that, right?
Yeah.
Um, like I said, eating your emotions or whatever. Some people use food in order to feel better. And so if you have the tendency of like, oh, I'm either gonna hurt myself or someone's gonna hurt me. Um, at some point, if those two things are not enough, then you're gonna go looking for people to hurt. Because I don't. I think,
That's
like I
very
said,
true.
right. It's
Yeah.
it's it's either you hurt yourself or you find someone to hurt, or you hurt yourself or you let someone hurt you. But it is still a form of release because, like that tweet said, going back to something that you know hurt you or that is going to continue hurting you is it's a way of hurting yourself without actually touching yourself. And
Right.
so
Like you're allowing someone else to do it to
yeah,
you. Yeah, and you're just like, "Oh, well, I need to feel something."
yeah,
And they just lose value of themselves at that point, and that's pretty much that's the next thing that I wanted to talk about.
yeah.
But you know what, you saying that though, it brought me back to that shit that you was telling me about yesterday, about those killings at that
Oh
fucking
yeah,
and you know what, I didn't tell you this, but like when you told me about the dude's eyes turning black,
yeah,
like I felt like I was looking at a fish.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and oh my god, but
Oh
but
shit!
who's to say?
That just reminded me of, remember the
Oh my
note,
god. The what?
that note that I took down late earlier this morning. That said, oh, I got something to talk about on the show.
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
hopefully I remember to do this after the show.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
not after the show, but after you're done.
Okay.
Go, go for it.
What to the no, like I was just saying that uh those chain of events, right? Like, how many men got killed in a
Yeah,
span of 2 months? Like that was somebody's buildup. If you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Rob was watching a documentary on YouTube where he and the stupid ass that he was with at the time, they went to some lake, and I guess it was famous for a lot of you know uh
It's getting famous now for the bodies that they found in this lake.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure if you're on Twitter, you've heard of it. It's Lady Bird Lake in Austin, Texas. Like, I think they said it's been at least like 20 bodies in the last 2 months.
That's crazy.
So they were saying, like, is there a serial killer in Austin, Texas?
I'd be like, that's a dumbass question. Yes. But no, like, and it's like, okay, the person doing it,
Yes,
like,
serial
it's
killers. That's how they release. Like
right,
fentanyl.
right.
It is a
That's what made me
buildup.
think about that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
crazy.
it is crazy. It's disgusting. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go into the. Didn't you want to say something, babe? Or you want me to
No,
finish the last
yeah,
part?
we're gonna get into the
Oh my
last
god,
part.
he wants to embarrass the hell out of me. He
No,
didn't
I
even tell me.
don't.
He didn't even tell me what it was.
I
But
don't want to embarrass you. It's just dumb.
but
You know me.
Okay, so the last tweet, I already put it in the chat, so you guys can check it out for yourself. But this tweet says, "Women who value themselves walk away from friendships, relationships, and situations that violate their boundaries and standards, and they replace those things with people and situations that serve them and recognize their beauty, grace, and worthiness." Fucking love that. And the reason why it it, it touches me is that I think about my past friendships. This at this point it's not about relationships anymore. It's about friendships. And I think I mentioned it to you yesterday or today. Like, see, every day for us is a good day. That's why it's like, when did we say that? Did we say that today or yesterday?
Yeah.
Like, like these are conversations that we're really having with one another. But I did tell him, whether it was yesterday or today, I said, you ever realize that the people that we've shared things with, like really shared things with, as far as like, we're sharing our heart, the space in our heart, the tears and, all of those things with these people. And it's like, we're really not getting their support. And, again, like I try to, be real, and like sometimes I make excuses for these people, but it's like, I understand people do have their own lives. Maybe they check us out every now and then, and they just don't, it's not about the likes or receiving a comment. It's really that.
Nah, fuck that. Leave a heart.
Okay,
Leave your
right.
little print. Let us know you're here.
Like
Say
what?
hi.
Like what's a click? Like what's mashing on your screen? Like a heart or a like, the like button. But it's just, we're and okay. No way am I complaining on how many views or listens we get, because it really isn't about that. It's just that these are the people that they should know us after all these years, especially all of the things that we talk about on the cast. Like, we are sharing everything. Like, we're showing you or sharing with you, like, not just like me as a person, Rob as a person, how we are together
I'm not
as
a
best
person.
friends, as intimate, as spiritual
I'm a cube.
beings, as
Sorry.
and I'm a pyramid. Um it's more than that. It's like how, like, our, like, Rob's political views and points and opinions.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Like, and I'm sharing a side of myself, like my art, like, and I share my art.
Go check out Audie's art struggles.
Yes, thank you, Dave, for the plug. And my deliveries, like, those are very intimate.
Go check out the re-up.
Thank you, Dave. Those are very intimate, very personal things to me. It means a lot. Like, I've shed tears, I've raged anger in all of these things that I do, and I share it with everyone. And I don't know if it's the tears or if it's the rage or if it's truth, my truth, that is keeping these people away from us or me. And it's like, this is why I left. Let me read it to you again. Women who value themselves, me, okay? It's me. Walk away from friendships, you, them, they, relationships and situations, bullshit, lies, drama, big-headedness, stalker-ish,
Mean girls.
mean girls, yes, that violate their boundaries and standards. Okay? And they replace those things with people, just Rob,
Yes.
right? With people and situations. Rob's my best friend. He's not my husband. The father of my demon babies. You know, he's my passenger. He's my co-host. He's my director, writer. He's my support system. Like, he's all of those things, and those are situations. Okay,
I just heard
that
something.
you just heard something.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be your phone or something, but your phone's over here.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. Okay, let me go on. Situations that serve them and all of those things that I mentioned gives me happiness. That's the serve. That serve them and recognize their beauty, grace, and worthiness. Because I know the things that I create with my art is beauty, it is grace, and I am worthy of doing it. If I felt like I was a shitty person, I would not be painting or doing the art that I do, because it is life that I am creating on a canvas or on a piece of furniture. Beauty, grace, and worthiness in doing deliveries. It is a beautiful thing when I converse with someone doing a delivery, excuse me. It does make me feel graceful, that the attitude that is exchanged between me and that person, like, there is respect and worthiness. They make me feel appreciated by just dropping off their package and them handing me snacks or a bottle of water or just a simple be safe out there. So I will take all of this in place of the bullshit, the lies, friends that turned enemy. There's no explanation of, like, no one stepping up to us and being like, hey, like, what did we do wrong? You know, like, there's nobody that has ever came to us and said, hey, like, just between me and you, is there a reason why you're not talking to me or us? And no one has had the fucking balls to say it or ask. Why does it have to be us doing the reaching out when we've been doing it? And you all still choose to fucking lie to us. And you're acting like we're the ones being stupid when you guys are the ones that are being stupid. We're not gonna chase you.
How come you haven't answered me?
Yeah.
You know why.
Yeah, and they do know why. They got themselves too much involved, or they tried to. And, you know, having a juicy topic, a juicy secret, is more valuable to them than a true, real friendship.
We have a juicy sex tape. We should play it on here.
We should.
No. Now I'm a classy bitch. I don't play my my sex tapes.
Yeah, he was telling the truth when he said his hips don't lie. Man, I'm telling you, up and down game.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Focus. Focus.
I love how you look when them khakis be just tied up in a belt around that waist. Oof. Oof.
Let me go put on my khakis. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Did you want to talk about that now, or you wanted to get smart about something?
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you done?
Yes.
Yeah. True. Women of value do walk away. But so I was sitting in the car, and it's funny that you say it about a fish, because I pictured a fish, but I don't know why. But so, babe, have you ever seen yourself blink? Like blink your eyes?
No.
Okay, so do you imagine when you blink? Do you imagine that your top eyelid comes down, or do your eyelids meet in the middle, or does the bottom one come to the top?
Oh, that's gross. Oh my god. Are you gonna tell me about me right now? No, I haven't seen myself blink. Should I?
Yes, do it.
No, because I'm scared now what I'm gonna see.
Put
What do
on a
you
mirror.
see?
I can't see myself blink, babe.
No,
My eyes are
but
closed.
no, you're asking me in a way like oh, if you haven't seen yourself blink, I seen you blink, and this is how you blink,
I have seen you blink,
and
but
you
I've
tell
also seen
me.
other people blink,
Oh
and
my
I
god,
think I can tell when they're reptilians.
am I a reptilian?
No.
Man, if I was reptilian, my tongue would have went out, and I would have caught that fucking fly at the edge of that table yesterday at the casino.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then I would have wiped my eyelids with my tongue. Yup. Windshield wiper motion.
But
Motion.
really, which way do you?
Motion. I don't know, baby.
What do you
Rotate.
think happens when you
Shika.
blink, though?
Huh?
What do you think happens when you blink?
I expect my eyelids to come down and blink.
The top one
Yes.
to come down to the bottom.
Yes, that's normal.
So you don't think that the top one and the middle, I mean the bottom one meet in the middle?
No, unless you're squinting. When you're squinting and you blink, yeah, that's both your eyelids lips meet in the middle.
Lips.
Yeah.
So when you're tired and your bottom, you got bags on your eye, and it pushes your eyelid to the top or to the middle.
No, they stay droop.
No. See, that's the type of shit that I think about. I was sitting in the car and I was just looking out the window, and we're driving to our destination, and then I'm just thinking like, let me see how I blink, and then I just closed my eyes, and I was like, okay, so the top one meets the bottom one, all the way at the bottom. But then I was thinking like, when I'm tired, I'm sure that my fucking bags in my eyes like push my eyelid up, and then the other one down, and then I do squint because I can't see shit, so they do meet in the middle. But leave it in the comments. How do you think that you blink?
Yeah, how do you blink?
Have you
Record
seen-
yourself blinking. Yes.
This is the blink challenge. Have you ever seen someone blink weird?
Yes.
Have you ever asked yourself, are they reptilians?
I know. I've seen reptilians.
Well, I was asking the people.
Oh, yeah.
But
Have you guys
yes.
seen reptilians? I have.
Yes, record them, see how they blink.
Yeah.
And
But
Call
see,
them out.
reptilians, though, their eyelids, they blink sideways.
yeah,
babe.
but those are real reptiles. We're talking
Yeah.
about like humans disguised as.
I've seen
or what is it?
reptilians blink sideways. But it wasn't like their human eyelids. It was almost like they were wearing a mask, and the see-through eyelid, I seen them blink sideways, up and down. And these are human. Well, they're appearing like humans.
I've seen.
Allegedly.
I've seen people's what is it called? The cornea be up and down, not round the way ours is. humans. Like, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Holy shit.
Yeah, my bad, baby. I'm
Um,
scaring the hell out of him.
I know, like, because we're talking about weird shit. Real weird shit.
Yeah, and we're kind of talking in the dark too.
I know. We
Yeah.
should do a show on conspiracy theories, but I
Oh
haven't
my
really
gosh.
gone down rabbit holes anymore.
Yeah, and we gotta tag allegedly like a motherfucker.
Oh my gosh. Then never mind.
Yeah, hashtag allegedly.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking about today. Well, not all day today, but at some point.
Yeah, you know what? I never have to worry about Rob thinking about another woman or
Hell
like
no.
having him cheat on me because he's literally thinking about shit like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That
I
chick
love him
at
for it.
that chick at um where did we go? See, I was
What?
thinking about the burger. I wasn't even thinking about the girl. The cashier at not Jack in the Box,
Carl's?
Carl's Jr. Yeah. She kept looking at us like
Well, she was
weird.
looking at me crazy stupid because my app wouldn't bleep. I was trying to pay, yeah, Google Pay through my phone, and
She kept
she's,
trying to smile at me. I'm like, no,
yeah, man,
no.
shit. I would have dragged that bitch over the counter.
Give me my onion rings and go away.
Yes. Well, I would make sure that we have our fruit first and then drag that bitch.
Yeah. No, I don't look at other women.
No, he doesn't. I trust him.
I was looking at the
And
ice that was on the floor.
they didn't even clean that up, did they?
No, I cleaned
And
up
she
the.
brought us her food, so she walked right through it.
I know.
Oh
I
my
cleaned
gosh.
the little countertop that was on by the fountain drinks, cause that shit had stuff all over it. I wiped it down. And then I was gonna say, "Give me my money. Give me some free fries."
Free
Okay,
onion
I'm welcome.
rings?
Uh,
Yes.
see, I should work there. It did say you're now hiring.
No.
Why?
No.
That's free food.
Yes, but no.
Baby, that's free
Yes.
Carl's Jr. It's really delicious.
Yes. You're making it hard for me to say no.
That's what she said.
You better stop it. That.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch that you keep talking about?
Just from the office, babe.
Sure. I don't believe. But for a double whopper, I'll let it go.
Double Whopper. What about a
Yes.
double Western?
Oh, I'm so down.
You would let me what?
I'm so down.
Wait,
Yes.
what are
I
we
don't. I
talking
don't
about?
want barbecue sauce on it. I'll have that shit
I'm
on the
pretty sure
side.
you can
But
remove it.
yes, I don't. You can
But
have
wait,
it.
what are we talking about? You're gonna sell me to a woman for a double Western?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying. I was like, baby,
No.
no.
I said you gotta stop with that, and then I said,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I'll get you one.
just so you can keep saying it.
Yes.
It's gonna keep
Sometimes it
costing you
fits.
every time. It
Sometimes
does,
it
and you're
fits.
just
It
being
fits perfect. That's
nasty.
what she said. It feels good sometimes when you do it. That's what she said.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have control of his mic.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm done. See you guys.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Yep, that's just Rob.
That's just me.
That's just Rob. Yeah, it's not women. It's not bitches or titties, but only a raccoon ass, and that's mine.
Oh, you heard that shit? I thought my mic was off. What the fuck?
What the fuck
Oh my-
ever? Uh-huh.
Smack that.
Yes. Smack that. Smack that. Oh shit. Was there anything else you want to add?
Nope.
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 Okay, well, I think we're gonna let this drop because I'm starting to get hungry, but I would like an iced coffee, so I think I'm gonna make me one. How about you, baby?
No, I'm not hungry. I don't want coffee. I'm probably gonna get water.
Water.
Water. And I gotta
Water.
bring in the animals.
Yes, you
The
do.
aminos.
And I gotta start starting this project. I'm not gonna let you guys know what it is yet, but I probably will talk about it on Audie's Art Struggles podcast. I need to make an episode of what I'm thinking about art because there are a couple things that I like to talk about in the art community that's, of course, pissing me off. But yeah, if you're an artist and you're just kind of like, what the hell is that shit too? Then yeah, you probably want to hear this one. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. And yo, you guys sign up for my newsletter. I have a newsletter. It comes out once every week, and I'm about to write one up to be released on Friday. So if you guys want to see,
Friday.
yes, on Friday, fish fry.
Fish fry.
Oh yeah, hell the fuck yes.
Fries.
Fries,
Coleslaw.
fish,
Tater tot size.
coleslaw,
What was it?
toast, RC,
Tartar sauce, not tater tot sauce.
tater tot sauce,
Yeah. Well, that's what I said, but
tater sauce.
it's tater sauce. Oh shit!
What? Oh my god.
I forgot.
What?
I bought you something.
You did?
Yes.
What is it?
I can't tell you here.
Oh
Well, I
my
can.
gosh.
I'll give you some hints.
Okay.
Let's see if you can guess it.
Okay.
It's round and flat.
Have we talked about it before?
I know that I have talked to you about it before. Yes.
It's round
Flat,
and flat.
and it goes in your mouth. That's what she said.
Alka-Seltzer.
Nope.
Tums.
Nope. But it will go in your stomach. That's what she said. Oh, that's what he said.
It's round, flat, and it goes in my stomach.
Yeah, it'll end up in your stomach.
It'll end up in my stomach. Oh my god. You better stop. Wait. I'm thinking. Shit. I don't know. What is it?
You could stuff it with something. That's what she said.
Oh my gosh.
It's really delicious.
Can't be a tortilla. 'Cause
Yes,
I
it
have
is
that.
actually.
It's a tortilla?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, I got corn tortillas.
Oh, nice.
Tortillas.
Tortillas.
I'm gonna make you some quesadillas with queso fresco.
Ooh. Yes, babe.
Yes.
I'm so freaking down. Yes. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome, baby.
Yeah, I have to go now because I want my tortilla
I'm gonna
with
stuff your
blanket
face.
al fresco.
What?
Isn't that how you say it?
Blanket?
Blanket al fresco?
I don't know what you're
La
saying.
fresco? Isn't that the
Queso.
name of the cheese?
Queso fresco.
I don't know where I got that other part from.
Blanket?
Blanket for festo. Ernesto.
A blanket for Ernesto. Who the hell is Ernesto?
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, we got
See you next time.
I'll be back. She won't.
It's the garbage guy.
I'm the garbage guy. What the fuck? Oh, I do gotta take out the garbage today too. Right.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, babe, for joining me on panel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, babe. And thank you to those that were joining us live. We seen you guys in the chat. And if you're listening to this on the playback, don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And we will check you guys back here tomorrow, right here on the Why Run Podcast Live. Check you guys later. Peace.
Bye.